Okay, son, I was going to move on to the next phase of the triangle conversation that we've been having, but I wanted something happened this week, and I wanted to extend this conversation on the words just to stress upon you how much impact that your words can have and the ramifications that can have a ripple effect of your words. So basically, I was watching a Cardinal game, commercial came on, and the commercial was tailored toward one specific race and one specific gender, which in and of itself is no big deal to me, except it dawned on me that it seems like that this was continuing the conversation of division and that we have in our world right now. And I just kind of asked myself, what if this brand, this company with a worldwide brand, what if it leveraged its platform in an attempt to change the conversation toward unity? What would happen and what would that look like? And then so I'm keep running ideas back around in my head, and my next question was, how in the hell did we get here? How did we as a society get to this place where we can't even talk about our differences, where we can't even work through this stuff? So I know the United States Constitution, it's one of the greatest documents ever written. And its three main principles are inherent rights, government by the people, and the separation of powers. So this I knew from 7th grade, but 7th grade was a hell of a long time ago. So I decided to actually Google up the Constitution of the United States and just do a quick read. And I've got the first section here, and I've even got a word circled. And this is where I stop, but I'm just going to read it up to that point. So we, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. Do ordain and establish this Constitution of the United States of America. All legislative powers herein, and that's when I stopped. The Constitution has helped govern and guide this country for over 200 years. It is an extremely well-written document and guideline. And it could have been improved by changing one word. That word, power. What you're seeing right now play out on the landscapes all across this country and within the individual cities and societies, that the subcultures and everything that's going on is based upon that word, power. What would our country look like if over 200 years ago they swapped out that word power for service? Ultimately, the government should be about two things: protection from initiatory force, from within or outside, and the betterment of society. Right now, what you're seeing is a struggle for the power to, quote unquote, better society. What do you think the world would look like right now? Or what conversations would you be hearing if we were arguing over who can serve the constituents of the United States the best? Or what's the best way to serve? Because that conversation is not being had. And I have a feeling all of the 200 years that have passed, if we had always centered our conversations around service as opposed to power, we would have a whole entirely different set of leaders sitting in Congress, our presidents. It would just be a different person running the country. So that is the type of impact that your words can have. And even one word, again, substitute the word power for service. Feel how that actually changes some of your body language and what you just I'm just curious, and I've been thinking ever since this idea popped in my head of what would the world look like today, especially the United States, if we focused all of our conversations on individual rights as opposed to group rights, and if we focused all of our conversation on serving as opposed to power. Until next time, son, I love you. I am proud of you. I believe in you. And I am glad that you're my son. Take care.